Welcome back to GreyWolf TV. We are continuing with our new season of The X-Files. We're on season 2, episode 2. So the first episode shows that The X-Files are still closed down and Mulder is in a bad place. He is stuck doing stupid wiretaps and anything that they've got him doing to keep him busy, and the last case didn't exactly work out the way we wanted, which was no surprise, I suppose. But it appears as though the successor to Deep Throat, in effect, who's kind of on his side, is this Senator Matheson, I had to write his name down, who led him onto it. But unfortunately, the evidence that he could have got out from the telescope of all the transmissions, once they sent their team in, they just had to get out of there as quickly as possible and there was nothing left. So let's just carry on and see how and when things can start to improve, whether there's any sort of chance of the X-Files getting, reopened, and how he's going to cope continuing to be dealt with by Skinner and Cancerman on mundane agent tasks, like just wiretaps and looking for fraud and all that. Like, he's wasted in that area. They know it, he knows it, but it's a punishment. So let's carry on. This is episode 2. Oh, right, he's cleaning the toilet, right, okay. What a lovely job, lads. Oh, okay. Did he slip? No. I didn't see anything. That's unusual. Was it some sort of sea creature or something?
You've got a flight to catch in 45 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Where am I going?
Murder case, Newark, New Jersey.
Treat yourself.
Oh, so they've actually found the body. Oh, gee, thanks.
Sanitation worker.
Oh!
Looks like it's been here a while.
I thought it was the boat.
Any ID?
No.
Wrap it up and send it to the FBI, care of Assistant Director Skinner.
Is there a problem, Agent Mulder?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
I'm making an appointment.
It's kind of hard to make an appointment when you're up to your ass in raw sewage being jerked from one meaningless assignment to another.
Oopsie.
It seemed to me like a simple drugland body dump, not the type of case the FBI normally wastes its time or manpower on.
Certainly, Agent Mulder, given your recent history here, you're not one to judge what is or is not a waste of the Bureau's time or manpower.
What with?
You could request a transfer to Quantico. Come back to the behavioral science unit.
They don't want us working together, Scully. And right now, that's the only reason I can think of to stay.
Oh, what about this case you're working on? Maybe I can request to do the autopsy.
It's an exercise. Skinner is just rubbing my nose in this one.
Cause and time of death unknown. Possible identifying mark on right forearm.
It's the Russian.
Shows some nodular hardening consistent with incipient alcoholism. Oh, God.
What the fuck is that?
I'm gonna need a big piece of 30 gauge and some baling wire.
What's cut through that? Jesus.
My God.
Oh, it's been.
Newark PD referred me to you. I was surprised to hear the FBI was involved. Is there something here I should know?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me.
This might be an X-File.
What's his condition?
He's in satisfactory health. I've given him a heavy course of antibiotics.
It could be something inside him.
Well, it could be some kind of bacterial infection. Frankly, I can't say I've ever seen anything like it.
That doesn't seem likely.
Found an alligator in the sewer a couple years ago. Stronger than hell, I'll tell you that. Clamped onto me like a vice.
Some kind of parasite in your John Doe. I'm having it looked at, but I should know more by the time you get down here.
Well, I'm up in Jersey. I should be taking the shuttle down in about an hour.
It's called turbularia, or it's commonly known as a fluke or flatworm.
This was living inside the body?
Apparently, it had attached itself to the bile duct and was feeding off the liver. According to my sources, it's unlikely that a single parasite could have killed him. He was a young man.
You need to
But
track
the
where
weird
this
thing
guy's
is,
from.
There's no other discernible cause of death.
Anything like this?
Where'd you get that?
Something attacked a workman
That's a lot
in the
bigger.
New Jersey sewer this morning.
And you're asking me if this is from a fluke?
Could it be?
Mulder, the Scolex is a tiny little organ. This is a huge bite mark.
How big
Yeah.
can these things get?
Mulder, They are not creatures that go around attacking people.
Well, that's good. I didn't want to have to tell Skinner that his murder suspect was a giant blood-sucking worm. I'd prefer it if you didn't try to launch a campaign for me.
I don't think that was her.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I don't know who you talked to.
I didn't talk to anybody.
Well, somebody called me and told me I had a friend at the FBI.
Oh shit, that's not good. That's blood. Here we go. Something's gonna happen, I just don't know what. He's just gonna choke?
It's called a fluke. It came from the body they pulled out of the sewer.
Well, it surprised me. No telling what's been breeding down there in the last 100 years.
It's big.
I'm back flushing the system. It's in there.
What is it?
I don't know. He swam right past me. There it is.
Holy shit! What the frick? Who did that? Who the hell was that? What is that, like the National Enquirer or something? Monster on board. Bizarre accident. Russian cargo ship has officials suspicious. Bingo! And your guy's Russian. Yeah, it's putting it together.
Mulder, this is amazing.
It's disgusting.
It appear to be parasitic, but it has primate physiology.
But it looks like I'm gonna have to tell Skinner that his suspect is a giant blood-sucking worm after all.
And an X-File. Oh my god.
The only thing we're missing is the identity of the body in the sewer. How did you make the connection at all?
Well, someone stuck this under the door.
This under my door.
I'm waiting for it.
Everything looks in order.
What? You kidding me?
Something wrong, Agent Mulder?
Yeah.
Well, that's just an unexpected response, considering the bizarre nature of the case.
I had my reaction to them this morning in my conversation with the federal prosecutor's office about how to process the suspect. This meeting is to evaluate your work. The sanitation worker who was attacked was found dead in his home as a result of his injuries.
There you go.
This should have been an X-file.
It should.
We all take our orders from someone, Agent Mulder.
Oh, there you go. Stop the car. Stop the... Yeah, get out. Don't blame you. Where the hell did it go? Oh, don't make me jump. I can hear it breathing. Great. To a damn campsite. That was the worst possible place to pull up. I mean, I know it's not his fault, but now he's got a nice new hunting ground. Oh, of course. Come to empty the chemical toilets.
Well, we got a dead marshal and an escaped prisoner. Other than that, we got bupkis. We got a police line in a 2-mile radius.
I'd watch all the storm drains, any access to the sewer system. It's
Yeah.
gonna try to get back underground. Who am I speaking to?
What?
Are you hearing me, Mr. Mulder?
Yes. Why is it imperative?
Reinstatement of the X-Files must be undeniable.
And every tanker dumps its load here.
It's a state law.
Everything is processed through this plant?
Yep. If it's here, it's going to be trapped here.
Okay.
Guess all we can do is wait.
Yeah.
Forget it, it's stupid.
Well, you're not gonna like what I have to tell you.
Why not?
It hadn't occurred to me, but I think that the fluke in the corpse might have been an incubating larva. This creature, or whatever it is transmitting its eggs or larvae through its bite.
You mean it's trying to reproduce?
Yes.
If it finds a new host.
I know, Scully. It could multiply.
Yeah.
Mulder!
This is what I was saying.
Wiseman's spotting something down in a section of pipe. That's the overflow pipe. It leads to another vault like this one, then about 3/4 of a mile to the sea.
Had this thing just looked like a worm, they wouldn't have called it that. Oh no! Oh, he's gone.
We need some help down here!
Oh, he's there. Oh, that did it. Did that chop it in half?
Success in our work is imperative, Scully. Reinstatement of the X-Files must be undeniable.
That came from Skinner?
No.
We have a friend in the FBI.
Resulting in a sort of quasi-vertebrate human.
What?
Human?
Yes,
I
but
said
still
that.
capable of spontaneous regeneration like any fluke or flatworm. Radiation, abnormal cell fusion, the suppression of natural genetic processes. Mulder, nature didn't make this thing.
Uh-oh.
We did.
Shit. Things like Chernobyl.
I know these. These are from Chernobyl.
That creature came off of a decommissioned Russian freighter that was used in the disposal of salvage material from the meltdown.
I said Chernobyl because it was
born
Russian.
in a primordial soup of radioactive sewage.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Okay. Well, that was a weird one. That was episode 2, season 2, The Host. Honestly, I just accidentally picked up on literally what Scully's next line was going to be, and Mulder bouncing off what she'd told him and him saying, yeah, Chernobyl. That was just a fluke. So we graded that damn thing. It just amazed me that... Okay, I initially thought it was just a remarkable coincidence, which I tend to not believe in coincidences in things like this, that Skinner handed him what appeared to just be a normal murder case, which also didn't make sense because the FBI don't get involved in just normal murder cases. That is what Mulder was saying when he went back into the office to Skinner to try and tear him a new one. Going, you're just ridiculing me. I was going off the fact that it was just that. It wasn't. Whoever this mysterious person is on the phone saying they've got a friend in the FBI is possibly similar situation or access level, should we say, to what Deep Throat had, and they've made sure that this case got past to Skinner and told Skinner to give it to Mulder, because they are clearly wanting to show and prove that as long as this case is successful, which is why I said you must make sure that you get this right, to show that the X-Files aren't just old cold cases and aliens, that their investigative relationship that they've got between the two of them can still save lives, and that the X-Files are required to be on active cases like this. And it's not all just about government conspiracy all the time. I mean, Scully's just said this thing wasn't it. Nature didn't create this, we did. But I don't think it was made. She's not saying it was made in a lab by some crazy wild scientists messing with DNA and gene splicing. This was created out of one of our accidents from Chernobyl and from nuclear radiation. So whoever this person is, I think we are imminently close to possibly it coming down from above. That the X-Files need to be reopened. So whoever this person is possibly on the opposing side to Cancer Man, who I think is the one who pretty much dished out the order to Skinner that the X-Files get shut down in the first place. I don't know. It's just a theory. But based on the information we've got so far, that's what I'm going with. But that was a weird one. Really weird. And had it not been for whoever this person is, putting that magazine under the door, Scully wouldn't have made the connection and they wouldn't have got to where they were without it. So they systematically just left enough breadcrumbs there for the two of them, because whoever it is, they know clearly that the pair of them are capable as agents and detectives, in effect. That's what they are, to be able to connect the dots and solve the case. Weird. Very weird. I don't really think there's anything else we need to take from that, apart from the fact that that thing's still down there and it's not dead. So it is still capable of continuing what it had started. And like I said in the commentary, it's really weird that they class this thing as a suspect. That what I was saying is that it's weird how, as humans and all our flaws and all of our constraints with how our brains work, thinking that the only person that can be held accountable is a human being, because they have the power of consciousness and thought and are responsible for their own actions. And everything else on this planet that isn't human isn't responsible for its own actions, because if it's not human, it's classed as insect or animal. But because this thing resembled a human being, it's a suspect. Had that thing had no limbs, looked like a worm and had no face, it'd have just been, it's a creature, let's kill it. That is where we go as human beings. It's either human or it isn't. And if it's not, and it's destructive, we have to kill it. Not try and understand it, not study it, no, we need to kill it. I mean, in the circumstances, you kind of had to stop it one way or another, and as it turns out, they haven't. And we kind of really don't want them going down the route of trapping it and experimenting on it, because then that leads to other weird shit. Does it not? Especially with some of the scientists out there that have the hubris to think they know what they're doing and have the ability to control what they've found and mutate it in some way to their advantage. Right, okay, that's enough of my theories. I have so much running around in my head at times when I watch stuff like this. Anyway, this will be available, as always, on Patreon if you want to watch it in full length. The link will be in the description. It's also available to channel members. If you're not quite sure how to do that, all you need to do is click on the Join tab on the channel, and you need a Wolf Channel membership, and these episodes are posted twice a week. We are a few episodes in front on Patreon, but they all eventually do get posted to the community tab as well. And if you enjoyed the video, guys, by all means, please give it a thumbs up, and we'll be back with episode 3 next. If you're not already subscribed and you're an X-Files fan, hit that sub, and I will see you for the next one. Till then, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Take care.